Welcome back to Government Issued, and I am Troy. In this particular video, I wanted to bring you guys my AR15-A2 build and the progress that I've made so far in it. As you guys already know, I had it at my local gunsmith, and they've been doing some work on it. They've been having some issue getting the actual barrel nut removed because it needed to be replaced. There was a bit of rusting with the barrel nut, and my gunsmith had some issues removing it. So he had it for about 2 weeks, and I finally was able to get it back today, and this is it. Now, if you guys remember, my AR-15-A2, it had the carry handle upper. By the way, this rifle does not have a magazine, as you can see, and the chamber is actually clear. So it had the carry handle upper, which is cool. Some people like it, some people don't. Me, myself particular, I did not like the carry handle upper, so I wanted to put red dots and magnifying scopes on it, and I found it to be very difficult, or the setups that I saw other people with the carry handle upper didn't like. So what I decided to go with a completely different upper, and flat rail, and now I'm able to mount my red dot and my magnifying scope, and I'm quite pleased with it, to be quite honest. But that isn't the only thing that I changed on this AR-15. I also changed the manufacturer's stock, and this is an adjustable stock. As you can see, there's 3 adjustable movement positions depending on the shooter. You know, if you're a tall person, short person, you can adjust it just by basically squeezing this particular handle here, and you can adjust it back and forth. If you're not familiar with the AR-15-A2, it had that big old school type stock, and I just didn't like it aesthetically, and I also didn't like how it felt while firing it. It just wasn't comfortable enough for me. What's also cool about this particular stock, it comes with a small compartment right here. I want to show you guys, and you can basically just open that up. Now, listen, you're not going to be able to store 223 or 556, NATO rounds inside of this little compartment right here. But it's cool if you want, like, a stick of gum or whatever. You can put there to store inside of the actual stock. Now, also, as you can see here, I added a foregrip for the front handle. I was going to get the normal, grip, but I decided to go with this particular front foregrip, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's very comfortable, at least for me, and for this particular setup and build that I'm going with. Also, I added 2 Picatinny rails at the bottom. I actually installed those myself. They were fairly simple to actually install, and on these particular AR-15s, it's easy to pretty much move the hand guard here. You just pull down basically the barrel nut here, because this is spring loaded, and then you're able just to take off the hand guards and access the components to be able to put the screws in to add the Picatinny rails. But overall, this build is far from done. I have a scope coming that I'm going to be putting on the top of the actual new upper, and I have a red dot that I'm going to be putting on the upper to co-witness the actual red dot, and the red dot will be able to obviously co-witness the front sight, which I decided not to move. Some people do, some people don't. I'm particularly going to leave the front sight on. And also, as you can see, this is a stainless steel barrel that isn't threaded, and it's a 20-inch barrel by the way, I was gonna go and buy a new barrel to get one that's threaded, to put a compensator or a muzzle or something of that nature on it. And I decided that I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go and get a different barrel. I'm going to stick with the stainless steel barrel, because it makes my AR stand out. Everybody has the threaded barrel and every compensator's on the front of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ride it out and rock out as is. Oh, and what I also was gonna do, I was also gonna swap out this particular old school, handguard here, and I'm not gonna do that either. I'm gonna keep it as is. I'm gonna, obviously I'm gonna continue to customize it, but I don't want it to be super futuristic looking in the sense of going above and beyond, right? Like, this is good for me at the end of the day. It's perfect. It's like I said, it's aesthetically pleasing to me. To me, it's like old school and new school in one. So, if I swap out this, handguard, I just don't think it's gonna keep the same soul of this particular build that I'm going with. I also decided to add these, I don't know if you guys can see that, these law enforcement decals here on the side, which is the American flag with the blue stripe. As you guys know, if you know, you know. So yeah, that's so far the extent of the AR15-A2 rifle build. Now, what else do I have in store for this particular rifle? For one, the overall scheme is going to remain the color scheme, right? The color scheme is going to be black steel, but I'm thinking about maybe doing some red accents on, some key components, like the safety mechanism, the slide, the magazine release. Maybe I can, get this door right here customized to be a different color, maybe a red or something like that. I haven't really decided on the accent colors that I want to go with this particular AR-15, or I might even go blue, because the fact that I already got the flag with the blue line law enforcement stripe in the middle of it. The accents probably more likely will be blue, but overall, I'm not going to get a brown stock. As you can see, I went black, and I didn't get no variant different color Picatinny rails when I installed these. I went black, so I'm leaning more towards a black and blue accent type rifle at the particular moment. But I'm very much pleased with the work that my gunsmith was able to do. He replaced that barrel nut that was just hell to get off. He replaced it with a new one, completely cleaned the gun, lubed it up, gave it the proper oil that it needed, and I'm pretty much very much pleased with what I got here. I also picked up 2 more PMag magazines, so in total I believe I have 4 now, plus the pre-band magazine law enforcement. So that's 5 magazines that I have. So I have more than enough there in that regard. So I'm going to be bringing range day of the AR15-A2 range day video coming real soon. Of course, it's going to be outside because the particular gun club that I'm associated with, you can't shoot high-powered rifles of this nature indoors, so they want you to shoot them outside. So I look forward to bringing you guys that video, and also stay tuned for more content and great content here, and support a two-way activist, and I'll support you. This is Troy. This is Government Issued. Peace.